Cassius Clay goes into the record book with Corbett, Tunney, and Braddock as another who brought off one of the great upsets in the heavyweight history.
It is befitting that I leave the game just like I came in, beating a big, bad monster who knocks out everybody and no one can whoop him. That's when that little Cassius Clay from Louisville, Kentucky came up and stopped Sonny Liston, the man who annihilated Floyd Patterson twice. He was going to kill me. But he hit harder than George. His reach was longer than George. He's a better boxer than George. And I'm better now than I was when you saw that 22-year-old undeveloped kid running from Sonny Liston. I'm experienced now, professional. Jaw's been broke, been knocked down a couple of times. I'm bad. Been chopping trees. I done something new for this fight. I done wrestled with an alligator. That's right. I have wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning, throw thunder in jail. That's bad. Only last week, I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick.
Man, dude.
Bad.
Ain't no doubt.
Fast. Last night, I cut the light off in my bedroom, hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark.
Like a soldier, I'm a fast smile for the days for my Lord. Like a soldier, calculates a cat and pay for my Lord. Like a soldier, had your number gets made for my Lord. Like a soldier, I don't need to bust my gun to be a soldier. They can say what they want, I'm a soldier. And I don't need to drop no bombs to be a soldier. So they can say what they want, I remain a soldier. Like a soldier, I'ma stand up and pray for my Lord. Like a soldier.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Welcome back to MP Radio again. Today we have an exciting day, Sunday, and we are in Spotlight. It's an amazing place, beautiful buildings here. And we're meeting all the positive young people. I'll start with the young one now. Young man, what's your name?
My name's Rehan Razik.
Which school do you go to?
Stepney Green Boys.
How long have you been in boxing?
About 7-8 months now.
Tell me something about boxing. Who is your hero?
Manny Pacquiao, because he's a humble boxer and the way he trains is impressive.
What would you like to say to your friends? What positive side you can say about the boxing? People are doing karate, they're doing taekwondo. Why do you choose boxing for? Something about only hands?
Because it's hard, and it's like you have to try your best and you have to keep going, and it's like a mental struggle you're going through, and you have to keep pushing yourself.
Fantastic. What do your parents say about boxing?
Well,
you say you're going to become a professional.
Well, first my parents my mum wasn't she wasn't happy about it because she was just a bit worried. She just because I'm the only son. But slowly she gets used to it, and she was like, "Oh, it's a good thing because it makes you calm down, relax, and you know it humbles you."
Are you telling them you're going to be a professional? Do you want to be a professional?
Hopefully one day, inshallah.
Who is your teacher? Who teaches you? Your coach? Who's your coach?
Coach Hanan.
Okay, tell me something about him. He is very famous in Tower Hamlet, you know.
Yeah, he's a good coach. He's always pushing me, makes me do my best. He's always giving me something to look up to. Yeah, he's a good person.
What would you say to young people watching? Some people are, like some people are into drinks and bad stuff, or girls and all that stuff.
Come boxing, it changes. It changes you.
Fantastic. Thanks for a lot. Young man here, look at this. You know, he looks fantastic. You're a boxer too, right?
Yeah.
Why do you like boxing?
I like boxing because it helps me.
Oh, right, okay. Which school do you go to?
Swanley.
Swanley. You want to say anything to Swanley boys? Don't mess around with me. Yeah? Okay. How long have you been boxing, young man?
5 months.
5 months. What did you learn? Show me a bit. Show me a bit. Wow, look at this. Look at it. Don't bite me, please. Okay. What do you want to be?
I want to be a professional boxer.
Okay. What do you train here, or do you train anywhere else?
I train everywhere.
What do you do in the mornings? What kind of food do you have?
I think rice, everything, healthy food.
So you have to look after yourself a lot,
Yeah.
don't you? Healthy food and...
Yeah.
Does it make you humble? People say when you become a boxer, it makes you very humble, especially at home. What do you do? Do your parents see you as a humble man, nice and quiet person? Do they see that?
A bit.
I'm sure they're
Sometimes.
proud of you.
I know.
You don't say anything to your parents? Say hello or anything?
Hello.
Okay. Okay, young man. Look at him, he's taller than me, isn't he? Okay. Which school do you go to?
I'll go to university.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. You don't look that old, man, I tell you.
I
You
know,
look
I
like,
look
like
young.
13.
I know I look young, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you still pay half? What do you pay? Do you use your child pass or what?
Nah, not child
Okay, I'm
pass, I
joking.
look
I'm
pass.
joking. Okay. Which school do you go to? Which university do you go to?
UEL.
Or one in
The
Beckton?
one in Beckton, yeah, Beckton Docklands.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure you do boxing too.
Yeah.
How long you been in boxing for?
A year, I think.
Did you fight anyone tough? Did you knock anybody out?
Not yet, not yet. Well, I do a lot of sparring when I come training.
You know, I saw your training. You are so fast. Bang, bang, bang.
Was it? I
Yeah,
don't know.
no,
I think it's not fast enough, to be honest.
No. It was amazing. You know, like, it's not easy to see, I can knock him out. But when you're doing it, I saw him. He was really, really fast.
Do you think? Because I try my best to work on my speed, to be honest. And I'm lucky to have two brilliant coaches right there. Because these coaches are really wicked. They help you all the way, push you so hard.
Who are they?
Shah Rahman and Hannan, Abdul Hannan.
Fantastic,
Yeah.
Okay, can you tell me something? This is something new for Bengali community, especially boxing. There are some negative aspects as well. You don't need to hit in the face or stuff like that. What would you say to them? Or what's your advice to young people?
Well, boxing is just a sport. It's not a sport to kill each other. It's just a sport. So if you hit someone to their face, I don't think there's nothing wrong with it because it's a sport. You're there competing. You want to show them who's the best boxer.
Okay.
So it's
how long do you have to wait to see a lovely winning belt on you? How long do you have to wait?
I don't know. I'm just waiting for the right time, to be honest. When the right time comes...
Do you get support from your home?
Yeah, a lot of support. Yeah, everyone, my family, they're the one who's pushing me to do this.
How about your friends?
Yeah, my friends, they can't wait to see my first fight.
Fantastic. Brothers and sisters, this is I would say a positive boys. You know, we have lots of, in Tower Hamda, we have a lot of negative media coverage and stuff like that, but it's not all true. If you look at those young people, how proud they are, and the way they're talking to us, I mean, how often we see this in the media. So this is what we're trying to do, just looking for young people, positive people. Just before we go, would you like to say anything to your friends or anyone, just in 5 seconds?
Come boxing, have a go, push yourself.
Brilliant. Yourself?
Try boxing.
Brilliant. What if someone's doing karate, what would you say to them?
Calm down.
Calm down. Well done.
Yeah.
Your last word.
My last word, support us.
Okay. This is MP Radio, Middlepart Radio. You can go to internet and go to Middlepart Radio, and also YouTube channel as well. Yeah. And please do log in, and you can get your app in your phone as well. Okay. So thanks for your time, and I'll see you next time. You take care. Thanks. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now I'm going to talk to your coach now.
All right. Thank you.
Fantastic. Look at him. See, he's the hero. But just before you come, I've spoken to some of your students from Milestone, and fantastic. And they were saying a good thing about you. What would you say about them? I know you're a boxer for a long time.
Yes. That's fine. It's actually really overwhelming to see so many young people from different areas and different backgrounds with different levels to the sport of boxing coming together and sharing the love, sharing the participation, working together. It creates harmony, creates unity, creates community cohesion. That we have young people from different areas coming together all for the sport of boxing. So boxing is an important tool which unites the communities together.
So how do you get young people involved then?
We do as part of our work is we do a lot of outreach work, we do a lot of publicity, we meet a lot of young people, we do detached work. So we go to the young people, we ask them, look, what are your needs, what do you want? Boxing seems to be really famous because East End is famous for boxing, and it's a tool that's used to keep young people off the streets. Not really, it's to give them something. What young people need is a sense of belonging.
Do you think we'll see a Bengali champion in next year, a few years?
Yes, definitely. We are. Over my last 8 years in boxing, I've seen so many people in the sport of boxing being successful, and it's sort of picked up now in the Asian community, in the Bengali community. We have a lot more young people trying to participate in boxing and try and make it as well.
What difficulty do you find? I know I'm sure the funding is one of the problem or places. What kind of difficulties do you find?
As a youth kind of boxing trainer, most difficulties I face is a lack of funding, a lack of support from bigger and larger organizations, and most importantly is a lack of support from parents and guardians. It's often perceived as something negative, whereas boxing is something positive. And not many parents want to support organization that caters for the needs of young people, such as boxing or martial arts, because they think it's as of a threat.
How can it be negative? When you see people are in the street, they're into drugs, they're into bad things, they're into gangs, they're into everything doing wrong. And you have boxing, they're disciplining people, and on one hand, another thing, they are growing up. They have a future. So why, when people compares this, I don't see why people saying not to do it. I don't understand.
There's different variables. Boxing is often seen as fighting. It's not fighting. It's controlled aggression. It's a sport. Yeah, it's a formalities in place. There's procedures. Some things you can and cannot do in boxing, and people often misguide thinking for fighting. It's not fighting. It's a sport. Boxing is a sport. It's a competitive sport. So that's why it's often perceived as negative.
Okay. Can I just ask you if you want to say something to our audience, especially Bangladeshi, the brothers and sisters that are watching now, and a lot of young people watching. I know there are a lot of young people who followed you in your channels and your WhatsApp, you name it. You said about 2,000 followers you have. What would you say to them?
I just want to give a message out to all the young people out there that I humbly request you that you try boxing, because it gives you a sense of belonging. It gives you a sense of direction. It unites the hearts together. And I want to also reach out to all the parents out there that give your sons, give your daughters, whoever it is, give them to boxing, because it challenges them energy in a positive way. And our vision is to inspire a generation of young people to be proactive and leaders in our communities. So that's
fantastic. Okay, we have Councillor Mahbub Alam here, mashallah. He's a young man. He used to be similar to boxing. He used to do that. He will tell you. And I got him here because he loves to meet positive people, because a lot of negatives around. So I'm sure you can ask him something, we can help you. Mamun Bhai, if you could come in front of us.
Sunday morning, I was ready for this.
Look at him, he's got his glasses on. He never used to class before, that's the first time I've seen him wearing it. Fantastic. Mamun Bhai, you see, young man, he was talking about boxing. And they do have some blocking, like funding and the places and stuff like that. So you are young, you can see in their and you can feel where they're coming from. What would you say to them?
I mean, they definitely bring a positive change within the community itself, especially the youths. And observing them for the last 5-10 minutes, I could see the change and the confidence that you're giving to the youths. And I strongly believe that sports helps the youths develop physically, socially, and it brings a positive change. So anything that we can do to help promote these kind of activities, we'll do our best.
I mean, Handan Bhai, he's taking a lot of people away from really, really harmful things. You know, that's something we should pride of or prize them. But it's not happening opposite. You know, like, why do you need boxing for? Why do we need this kind of stuff for? But they're not realizing, if you don't engage young people.
I mean, we need to, like you said earlier, we need to educate our parents to begin with how sports, boxing can actually have a positive impact on the children, on our youths. Even sports like this discipline them. And what I have seen and some of the study that I've read is it even helps the children to be punctual, be on time on school, be more focused, because this is what they do. And the energy they have is been burned in a positive way. So they become more mature, more confident. And once you have a license, it's like, for example, this is an example that I normally give and I use in myself is, before you have a driving license, you drive differently. But as soon as you get a license, you drive sensibly. This is how it is. Once you're equipped with the sports and you're mature, you have the confidence of self-defense, you don't use it illegally. You use it for the right reason, to help people. And I've seen a lot of youth who has a self-defense background, be it sports, boxing, be it karate. They willingly, step in to stop a fight. They step in to sort things out amongst their friends because they know they can do it and they have the confidence. So boxing like this, especially with boxing, we have this misconception of not hitting on the face, and like brother said before, it's not you go out there to damage one another. It's a technique that you use to show your strength. And you have a referee there and you have a time to stop.
Fantastic. So we have another coach here. Fantastic. Shawai, please come here, please. Would you like to introduce yourself and then you come along?
Yes, my name is, sorry, thank you. My name is Shah and I work for an organisation called Milestone. It's a registered charity and our work is mostly around popular at the moment, but we're looking to expand. And one of the things we do is on a boxing with young people. This is a Sunday morning, and we normally get between us, we normally get about 30 to 40 young people that turn up here. We also run 2 sessions during the week, Monday and Friday after school. So the kids go home from school, come back, train with us, and go home.
Interviewed 3 of your students actually.
Okay,
we're talking
great.
about you and Anand as well, saying how good you guys are. It's an amazing job you guys do, taking people away from a lot of bad things. What kind of blocking age do you have? What kind of difficulty do you have? We have a young counsellor here. He's the champion for young kids.
Brilliant.
Oh, he is fantastic.
Well, the problem we have is at the moment we have access to all of these people who are doing great things and accessing our services, some of them 3-4 times a week. What we don't have is a venue at the moment to register a boxing club from, where they can start competing. And we have coaches as well, national coaches. So one England coach, his name is Mark Collings, who was one of our coaches actually. And he wants to come back, and he's also bringing in someone called Darren Langley. Darren is a GB coach, and he's also, he won national titles 4 times, the ABA, and he also won 2 silvers at Commonwealth Games. Wow. So he's willing to come on board and help us out. But unless we have a venue where we can register a club from, we can't really do much more than we are doing for the young people. And we can do a lot more. We can provide them with opportunities that we didn't have.
What kind of space are you looking for?
A centre where we can have a ring. And we have a little bit of space to train, but that's the important thing, is we have a ring, so the ABA recognises us as a properly constituted club.
Boxing, how far did you go? You're boxing yourself, right? Well, how far did you go?
Actually, myself and Hanan, we both boxed internationally, and we were looking to represent England.
I'm not hoping actually. I was for one eye is gone already. I know things only comes in my head all the time. But that's not true, is it?
No. A lot of people when they find out, definitely me, when I used to box, they're like, you don't look like a boxer.
How many people did you give him black eye?
A few.
Did you knock anybody out?
I did have a few knockouts.
Okay. I don't want to put Mahbub Alam, he's a new counsel actually. I think I find it quite shame. In Alhamdulillah, you don't have a space to register for your boxing. This is something so positive. It's crying for help. And the media we see now that is bombarding with negative. That's not true all the time.
It's definitely not.
But what would you say? He needs to have a space like that. And what would you say to them?
I mean, I'll take it from there where, like I said, as being a counsellor, and I'll take it with me tonight and this morning, where I'll do my best to secure you a permanent space. If you have identified any venue nearby where you think is ideal for you, then I'll do my best to see if I can get you an access there. Without a doubt, you are bringing a positive change. You are doing a job that we look forward to, getting youths off the street. And this is something that you're doing on our behalf, so we should be doing everything we can do to help you. And this is what I'll take back with me.
Milestone also does what do you call them, the food bank, isn't it? Food bank, what do you?
Yes. We, one of the things we identified, we do a lot of consultation with people, and our kind of tagline is people, program, potential. So that's the kind of way we work. We start with people, then look at what the programs that we need and what people's needs are, and we devise programs around that, and then hopefully looking to fulfill the potential. By talking to lots of people, local people, and especially ethnic minority backgrounds in the borough, they don't access food banks because traditionally they're sort of Christian-run food banks, and some people don't feel comfortable to go into those food banks. Also because of dignity issues, people feel if they were seen to be going into food banks, it kind of doesn't look good. So we're trying to tackle those issues by working with...
Another thing is also there are a lot of tin foods, isn't it? We're not used to tin foods as well. So I think we were talking to some of the guys like Muhammad Hanif, Nick Coke and others. We were thinking about doing a food bank ourselves if we can do that.
So we've teamed up with the Salvation Army, Nick Coke, Stifford Centre, Hanif Osmani and a few others, and we're looking to develop a program where we can actually, to save people from embarrassment of coming into a food bank, we try and go and deliver certain food products to people, especially on a Friday when and we have access to some vehicles and lots of volunteers. We're working on that at the moment.
Fantastic. I'll get involved now. Just before we go, we've got 5 minutes to time. Let's put Mahuba is in front of me. Let's put him in the spotlight again. Mahuba, if we organize a youth gathering, we get all the boxers involved, their students and stuff like that. We're thinking about 60 or 70 people together. Would you bring not your gang, I'm talking about your councillors, and see what the problems are and if we can sort it out?
I mean, what I'll do, I can't promise you anything, but why even the councillor? Why not the mayor come himself to see the youths in front of him? So if you are going to think of doing an event like this and where a good presence of youth will be there, I will do my best to have the mayor in presence so that he can see the youths that he's working with and what they want, what they need. And I'll officially put it onto the council as well. And I would say to you, with these activities, if you ever want to come to the full council or meet the mayor or meet the lead member for sports developments, I'm happy to arrange the meeting where you can talk to them directly and share your needs, and we can do a follow-up from there. So this is what I'll go with. And,
that's beautiful.
And just to end with, like I said, we need to do a program where you educate the parents as well. I myself was a Thai boxer, and he still stayed with me. And I think it is because of this training that I did in an early age, I kept away from a lot of things. Most of my friends, they smoked, they did other stuff, and because I was...
But in your old days, there's a lot of gangs, right?
I was concentrating on fitness, so that kept me away from smoking and stuff. So there is a positive, and especially with boxing, it's a big challenge, and you have to have a big commitment. With other sports like karate and judos that I did every now and then, it's not, you don't need to be that focused as you have to be focused when you're doing boxing, especially if you're taking it seriously. The commitment is so greater that it takes everything away from you. So all your leisure time is focused on boxing. So that really tightens you up and grips you so hard that you study, you spend time at home, and the rest of your time it's training, it's thinking, it's dealing with right food, and maybe sometimes you're playing on the computer, but again, it's boxing as well.
So hope someday you become a sports minister because you have so much knowledge in sports, right?
I just hope, and I take my hat off in front of you guys. You're doing an extremely well job. Keep it up, right? And any help, and obviously never be disheartened. You're bringing positive change in the community, and we cannot do without the help of you guys. Right? It's a teamwork. We are just there because of you trusted us, and I'll do my best to support you. And tomorrow, after you're done with your boxing, we want to see you in politics as well.
None of us are positive about politics, especially in Tower Hamlet. Would you like to say anything to our audience, that people are watching, or people in from the spotlight, anything?
All I would like to say is get involved, and like you were saying, it's a team effort. And we all need to get together to try and create some of these changes, and parents need to get involved as well, and so do young people. And we're offering lots of services that people can get involved in. So look us up online. We have a website, milestone.london, and you can find out what we do, what we're about, and how you can get involved.
Yeah, I can see all the empty hands there.
It's waiting for young people to meet.
Okay, that's fine.
That's fine. I just want to say thank you for the opportunity, and I really hope that communities can come together and share the light, and hopefully we can establish a boxing club where it will shed positive light, and it will be a home for young people to come in and feel a sense of belonging and feel a part of. Yeah, that's about it.
Brother and sister, thank you for your time today. We're going to go off the air now. We can see all this positiveness. I know আমাদের লাগে যেমন মাঝে মধ্যে যে আমরা কোনো সফল নাই আমাদের লাগে সব কিছু মনে হয় জার্গিল মিয়ার মিয়া আপনার that's not true actually আমরা কিন্তু বারোইয়া দেখতাম হইব where the positive people are. They are amazing people you can meet and see from all around the world. I mean all around the communities itself. You know, they do have lots of good stuff so we can learn from them as well. Especially we want to thank MP Radio to connect us with local people, local youth, and especially Zafar Bhai, he's the director of the MP. I know he's shy, he's not here. He's looking at me and smiling. And thanks for your time. Jazakumullahu khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Not working a small bag. You're doing a lot of shadow boxing, a lot of moving around. Is this the running you're going to be doing?
No, I don't run. I dance. Sugar Ray never did run. He danced. Dance. I told you. I float like a butterfly. I don't run. It's a different than dancing. I can knock a man up backing up.
Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Hey!